Sunday, we got new moon energy. What's the vibe going to be for your sign? Stick around, everybody. That's right. It's time for the freaking weekend. Welcome, everybody. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV. And when you see that singing bowl in the middle of the screen, you know it's time for, that's right, the freaking weekend. Ooh, and what a weekend it is going to be. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We made it to another weekend. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And it is summertime. I'm telling you, like, summer has sprung. You know what I mean? It is officially summertime. And I want to tell you something. It's muggy today. It's warm. It's hot. It stormed last night. Whew. My garden is blooming like crazy. All of a sudden, everything is blooming. I want you to take a good look around at nature and what it's doing right now. That's what you should be doing, everybody. You should be in full bloom. And if you're not, you got to ask yourself, what's stopping me? What's stopping me from being able to bloom? It can't be the environment, because you have everything in your environment you need to bloom. So what would it be? It can't be other people. Other people aren't stopping you from blooming. There's more than enough to go around. You shouldn't be affected by what other people think. That dims your light, that dims your bloom, that dims your shine. Something to think about this weekend. We've got two great energies moving in, and if you really want to get down to the bottom of it, check out the midweek reset tarot reading that's posted on Wednesdays. That's when we talk a lot about that. But also, if you missed the live from Thursday night, this is a perfect time to go ahead and check that out too. Also, download your free guide that will be in the corner over here. But for the new moon, we've got June 13th, Saturday. Venus moves into Leo. Man, you want to talk about the heat going up, the heat index going up. It sure does. And then we have this new moon happening on Sunday in Gemini. Happy birthday, Gemini, by the way. What a month. And it's a supermoon. What's that? Why is it a supermoon? Because it's very close to the Earth. And you know the Earth is affected by the moon. And when it's closer to the Earth, it's going to have a more amplified effect. So go ahead and check out the midweek reset and the Thursday replay from the live that we did. Guided meditation. We go over this whole new moon, educate you, and your free guide, of course. Everything you need, guys, all right? But what we're going to do today is we're going to get a simple, fun, light vibe, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Every time I say that, it gets serious. But again, we can't, water down the message. But everybody's sign is in the singing bowl, and we're going to pull your sign out and see who is going to be first on the freaking weekend. Got new decks of cards. Got all things going. Let's put you back in the bowl there, you little shit. You tried to get out first, but you can't. So, all right, let's see who's going to be first on the freaking weekend this week. And it is Libra. Welcome, Libra. Let's put you up on the board. Boom. There you go. Let's get the vibe for you. Look at beautiful new cards. Got the replacement deck in. Oh. Love that. No torn or taped cards yet, but let's see how long it takes me to destroy this deck. And it's not like I do it on purpose. It's just that, well, that's what I do. I do that for a living. I'm just doing tarot readings like it's my job, because it is. All right, so Libra, let's get the energy for you. Is that it? Yes, I got a card right here sticking to my leg because it's so fucking hot. All right. All right. So in the middle of this is temperance. This weekend, find a balance of things. Okay. Maybe this is the weather forecast for you wherever you are this weekend. But temperance means balance. Something you're very familiar with, Libra. But we have to experience both sides in order to appreciate both. We can't appreciate the light if we don't know the dark. We have to have a contrast in life. But what this is also saying for the weekend is be patient with things. Things work in a divine timing here. The Four of Pentacles is you holding back. So we're holding back something here, you know, maybe holding out for a better offer or something like that. The Knight of Wands is taking action and moving forward, you know, enjoying the weekend. Actually, if you're going boating, this would be a perfect time to do it. But being outside is also perfect. But no holding back. You'll know when it's kind of like that Kenny Loggins, not Kenny Loggins, oh Jesus, Kenny, oh my God. What the fuck is this? Oh my God. Oh my God, what's going on? What's happening? I'm having a freaking Kenny, not Kenny Loggins. The country star, whatever. His song, you know, you gotta know when to fold him, know when to hold him. Oh my God, I can't remember his last name. Dolly Parton, Islands in the Stream, Kenny. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, whatever. Yeah, you'll know when to not hold back any longer. I think this is it, to tell you the truth, because, you know, the Gemini new moon is giving you an opportunity to no longer hold back. Maybe you got something to say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look at this, awaiting results. So again, put your time and focus into things that pay off. This is, again, you know, maybe you're holding back to see exactly how things are going to pan out here. Maybe it's with a relationship, with the Lover's card here. Love that. Love that. Be patient in love. Embrace an opportunity coming your way. So again, it almost seems like you being very patient. Okay? Or you could be the opposite of it and very impatient. Wow, I'm still trying to remember. God, my mom used to be in love with him. And then he opened up a chain of restaurants. It's not Loggins. Stop saying. My mind's going, Loggins. No, it's not. Oh, God. I'm sure you'll go ahead and put that in the comments. Because I'm drawing blanks, man. I can see them. I know. Oh, wow. I'm telling you. All right. So what do we have for relationships here, Libra? Okay. Oh, my God. Look at the Temperance card came out again. The Moon, uncertainty. All right. So again, you may be holding back because you're uncertain or something like that, but be patient. You'll know when the time is to go ahead and act and speak and communicate. That's a big thing with you right now. Big thing. I thought I had the guy's last name, but it faded. Oh my God. Kenny Rogers. Holy shit. Oh my God. Finally, Kenny Rogers. You see, it works. It just takes a little longer. So the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords is taking action in communicating. The holding back now makes sense. You may be waiting for the right moment to say something. Again, awaiting results, especially when it comes to a relationship. And I'm going to tell you something. I would be vocal about it, but speak from the heart. You know what I mean? This new moon is happening in your 9th house of changing the way that we look at things too. Travel may be important for you at this time. Kenny Rogers. Oh my God. Yeah, see, the old brand, the ticker works. It really does. It just takes a little bit longer sometimes. That's all. Yeah, so anyway, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. That's exactly. How come I can remember the lyrics, but not the guy is saying it? Whatever. All right, Jeff. Let's go ahead and get some messages here. Not my type. Be open to different types of people because you may be surprised who you find. Be open to a different style of your person, maybe. Demanding. You set impossible standards for your partner to meet. Be less demanding. Again, maybe you're holding back. Okay? Stop being so demanding. Again, know when to kind of go with the flow. I think communication, and this new moon is all about communication, is important for you this weekend. So be patient, you know, and speak effectively, not rationally. And not, of course, rationally, but irrationally, I should say. Okay. Manifesting. Sleep, spiritual fatigue, wishful thinking, burnout nap. Yeah. Again, maybe you've been having a busy week. Maybe things have been a little crazy. Now it's time for you to settle down a little bit. Pay attention to that. All right. And anxiety or just too much coffee, restlessness, caffeine crash, and paranoia. Yeah. So let's not add to this. We're getting that crash. I think a lot of you Libras are really focusing in on this. Cut down on the caffeine, okay? Let's go ahead and get a closing message for you. And see, woo. All right, let's see. What do we have for Libra? So, again, the timing's got to be perfect for you. Get the fuck out of your head. Get the fuck out of your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. Maybe your ruler Venus moving into Libra kind of brings that back. All right? Maybe that's what we're waiting for. Maybe that's what we're patiently okay, I got this. You'll know when the time is right this weekend. Guarantee it, Libra, okay? All right, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. You, Libra, have a beautiful weekend. Open up to this Venus energy. Go out and see Venus in the sky right now. It's so bright and so beautiful. That's your ruler. Pay homage to your ruler, All right, Libra. Thank you so much for watching. Let's go ahead and take you off the board and see who's next. Ooh, and it's Capricorn. I had a feeling Capricorn was going to be first today, but it was second. All right, Capricorn, welcome to your freaking weekend. Let's get the cards ready for you. Brand new deck. Well, replacement deck, I should say. Wow, and it just came out just like that. Oh, we got a lot to say. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. So all these cards go together. They come in pairs. Sometimes that happens, It hasn't happened in a while. I remember one time, it was for a whole series of readings. Everybody had two cards that complemented each other. So what you have here, Capricorn, is Ace of Cups. Time to release and walk away from what no longer serves you, especially what brings you out of balance. It looks like to me, Capricorn, you gotta stop spinning all the plates you're spinning. Drop them. You don't need to do it. It's an illusion of you thinking you need to. It's a control issue also. Four of Cups to the Ten of Swords. Don't turn your back on an opportunity here to stop taking arrows for everybody, to stop knocking yourself out of balance with your mindset and all of that. That is not working for you right now. And the Ten of Swords says that you can get a completion from it, but don't turn your back on an opportunity this weekend to kind of work on that shit. The King of Pentacles to the Lovers is saying steer the right course with this relationship or whatever's going on here. You're on the right course, but there's a couple things you need to take care of. Stop spinning all these plates. Stop turning your back on an opportunity to finally let this energy go so you can get closer to this perfect union, okay? Let's get some oracles. Yeah, let's get some oracles and see what we have. So I like this energy only because it looks like, we're finally realizing, that we need to do this release. Absolutely. And, this is happening in your sixth house of what am I doing on a daily basis that's keeping me out of balance? It's time to release that. And look at that, balance. So release anything that takes you out of balance. That's what this whole reading is. Relationships, other people, your mindset, the whole fucking thing. All right? Wow. Okay. So you might be traveling to a person if that may be. But again, I mean, it just seems like you're worried about a lot of things here, and the question is, do you need to be? That's what this is all about. Do you need to be? 8 of Cups is heavy in this reading, so walk away from what no longer serves you. Release. That's the big thing this weekend. King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Control your emotions and ground yourself. That's important. Don't turn your back on an opportunity to do that. And just focus on success. So again, maybe traveling towards someone or something. Interesting. Let's get some oracles, more oracles for the relationship side and see what we have. Too busy. You use being busy as an excuse not to date. You must make time for a partner. Okay. So this is singles and also couples. Stop making yourself too busy. Stop prioritizing other things other than this relationship. If you're in one, it needs attention. If you're not in one, it needs attention. You know what I mean? And hard to get. Damn, Capricorn, you're just pulling out all the stops. You are missing opportunities by playing too hard to get. Give someone a chance. That's a specific message for a couple of you out there, I'm sure. All right, let's go ahead and get... What the fuck is wrong with me? It's kind of like the Shadow Oracle deck. Don't look at me. Avoiding eye contact like a pro. Social anxiety, shame, discomfort. This could be about relationships as well. Again, you're preoccupying yourself. I don't have time for this. I don't want to go out in crowds. You know what I mean? You need to be aware of that. And yeah, social anxiety, all of that. Maybe, you know, again, having that uncomfortable conversation, possibly. All right. Let's get a closing message. Yeah. Ask a fucking expert. Don't rely on your friends or the internet. Listen to a damn professional. All right, so maybe there's some advice that you need to go and get. Maybe you're waiting for that. Don't turn your back on an opportunity. You know what I mean? Maybe some therapy. Maybe somebody that will help you. Say, like, if you want to... I wonder if this is lagging. It looks like it's lagging. Say that if you want to... start getting into therapy or having someone help you, like, declutter your home or something like that, look for a professional. All right. Okay, Capricorn, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please let it be a good one. Don't play hard to get. Venus is moving into Leo, giving you an opportunity to get a little passionate. You know what I mean? And this has got lovers all over it. So be aware of that. Okay. All right, let's clear the deck. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for watching. Let's see who is next. All right, and it is Sagittarius. Welcome, Sagittarius, to your freaking weekend. Welcome. Let's get the vibe for you. And this is all about love. This is about relationships. This is about partnerships. Anything, any kind of relationships with your parents, with your lovers, with your coworkers, anything. This new moon is happening in your 7th house. So yeah. And Venus is moving into a fellow fire sign. Damn. Oh, hell. All right. First of all, Sag, let's get out of this. The 5 of Cups, wasting our energy. You can't do it. Judgment. We need to release judgment of yourself and others, especially when it comes to relationships. You're wasting your time on judging, being judgy, okay? The only thing you can do is celebrate. Go out with some friends this weekend. Don't be so judgy. You know, I have a hard time doing that too. You know what I mean? But where does that come from? I guess that's what you need to release. You know, you're just not... You could really set yourself free from wasting your energy. Get out there and move. You know what I mean? Don't sit in shoulda, woulda, coulda energy. Okay? Let's get some oracles. Let's see what we got. We have The Tower. All right, so this week, no wonder. You know, things have been a little yeesh. But we just need to have fun, joy, and stability. That's what we focus on. That's what you should be celebrating. Again, there's two ends of the spectrum here, Sagittarius. Which one are you going to choose? You know, things all going to shit, or you can release yourself from that and just go, you know what? Everything works out in my favor. This is great. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's look at relationships, because again, this is all about relationships. So maybe something's been going on in your friend group, you know, and you're just like, I ain't touching this with a 10-foot pole, okay? Nine of Pentacles is you deserve so much more than you're allowing yourself, especially when it comes to relationships. And the opportunity comes in because you decide that. You set yourself free from these limitations. The Fool is saying, don't be foolish. Take a shot, take a risk. Singles especially. Take a risk. Don't worry about anybody judging you. No one cares. They're too worried thinking you're judging them. You know what I mean? So be aware of that. But an opportunity comes your way to move towards this for this weekend. Maybe this is what you've been waiting for, you know? So let's get some oracles from the Singles and Relationships deck. No, that's too much. Too much. There were like 17 cards put down, and that was too much. Okay. Interesting. Lone wolf. Are you really a loner, or are you afraid of loving someone who could hurt you? Okay. Good question to ask, Sag. For you singles out there. Something to ponder this weekend. Definitely something to ponder. Let's get... Ooh. Yeah, maybe this is why you're a lone wolf. Social battery. Drained, antisocial, shut down. Maybe this weekend, I mean, it looks like this week has actually got you drained. I would go out and have some fun this weekend. Really, take a chance, take a risk. There's going to be an offer coming in. Take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so obvious right there. All right, Sag, let's get a closing message for you. All right. Closing message is stay away from crazy making diet. Stay away from the crazy making diet for a hot second. Kale and spirulina taste like ass. Eat some yummy shit like bacon, chocolate, and beer and get some. Okay, there you go. It looks like you're taking things way too seriously. Yes, things may have been coming down, but it's all necessary. Celebrate it. Really. You're down to zero. Go outside, ground, have fun. Really, Sag. You know, and bring all your friends with you, okay? All right, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Have a great one, you lone wolves out there. And quit wasting your time and energy and just have fun, all right? Sag, thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend. Let's see who's next, and it's Taurus. Welcome, Taurus, to your freaking weekend. There you go, beautifuls. Your ruler Venus is moving into Leo, so holy shit. What's that mean? Well, could be a little tension, you know, because Leo is innately square to your sign. That's why I married a Taurus and divorced one. But yeah. This new moon is happening in your second house of finance and worth and all of that. And maybe this is challenging you this weekend to kind of determine your worth or declare it. You know what I mean? Let's see. Ooh, okay. Yeah, this is really good. Something you've been waiting for is yours if you accept the challenge and step forward and do it. We got the Three of Wands, the King of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. Beautiful energy here, okay? Maybe you're planning a trip. Maybe you're going on a trip this week. But an Ace of Cups is a great time to take care of you at this time, and it also pays off with family. So putting in the work into things that matter is very important for you right now, especially you. This is your opportunity to take care of yourself. This is great energy for this weekend. By far the best one so far. Okay? So the opportunity is available to you, you know, singles, new love, maybe through a family friend. You know, like you know them. Rest and reconsider. You got no problem doing that this weekend. You know, take some time to kind of take things in. Know that you're resilient. Listen to your intuition. It'll tell you to make this move. Sacral chakra is joy, bringing joy. Maybe taking care of some family issues or something like that at this time. Maybe childhood stuff. Sacral chakra always shows childhood issues coming up. And I think maybe this is giving you an opportunity to kind of take care of that. And I coughed, so there may be a conversation involved in there. Of course, a new moon and Gemini always has to do with communication and speaking and those kind of things. Look at that, the 10 of Cups out again. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, you're strong enough. There's that Leo, Venus and Leo energy. Absolutely. Beautiful. King of Pentacles. That's you. Feet on the ground. 2 kings here. Very mature energy. 10 of Cups. Beautiful. Really could let relationships kind of develop there. Really nice. I like that. I like this energy a lot. Big payoffs. Okay. Let's look at relationships. Yeah, this is a really good reading. Being guarded. You are lonely because you're so aloof. Trust others and let them into your heart. That's a big thing right there. You know, trust. Trust. That's a big one. Taurus, it's time to work on your heart. It's time to know your worth. You know, who do I trust, who I don't trust? Am I being too guarded? The 9 of Wands is saying, yes, let down your guard. Put up boundaries, not walls, okay? Maybe that's what you're doing this weekend, is taking down the walls, which leads to a big payoff. 2 10s here, are you kidding me? Interesting. Toxic, but familiar. There's patterns here, maybe an attachment to them, and comfort in pain. Taurus, you guys are notorious for doing this, you know what I mean? I'll just be comfortable in my happy little rut. Not this weekend, okay? Tears, what tears? Denial, emotional leak, and pretense. Maybe this is a good opportunity to get things out, you know what I mean? Very important for you. And before we move on, I want to put the 10s on the board because you got 2 10s. And that's success, completion, and payoff. And that's all you should be focused on, okay? Let's get a closing message for you, loves. Let's see what we got. Oh, there it is. Closing message, Taurus. You are giving away your power. You're a badass. Act like it. There you go, right there. This whole new moon is giving you your power back and realizing you've been dishing it out like it's fucking candy. And it doesn't work that way. All right, so Taurus, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Have a great one. Take care of some shit, you know? Really, it will do you so much good. And again, a lot of positivity here. So don't underestimate it. You got a new beginning coming your way. Open up to it. All right, Taurus, we're going to take you off the board. Pay attention to the 10s, of course. And let's see who's next. And it's Cancer. Cancer, welcome to your freaking weekend. Let's start. Let's get it going. I know these readings are starting to amp up because now I'm starting to sweat. And it has not bothered me this whole time I've been sitting in this studio. But I saw a card flipped over. I saw a couple of them. How dare you? New deck, y'all. Well, it's a replacement deck of the same deck. Just not a torn, worn version. All right, so Cancer. Venus and Jupiter meeting for the last time in your sign. That happened on the 9th. Still effective. still effective. What kind of opportunities are you opening yourself up to, especially with love, relationships, those kind of things? All right. So the message here, Cancer, is stop wasting your time on shoulda, woulda, coulda. Regret the past. You can really, you're known to reminisce a little too much. It's time to let that go. This focus this weekend should be on things that pay off, reciprocating energy. And if you don't get it, then you don't. If you don't receive it, then you don't give it out. You know what I mean? Very important for you to understand that. Two of Wands are making plans, kind of looking towards the future instead of reminiscing about the past and what you could have done and should have done and could have done. You know what I mean? Like, It's time to start thinking. It's time to start making plans. That's the big thing. So whatever it is, start making plans. And that could be a plethora of things. But it's important that you do. All right, what do the oracles say? Awaiting results with the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, put your time and focus into things that pay off this weekend, especially things that make you feel proud, that make you feel confident. I am confident, I am worthy, I shine as brightly as the sun. So balance your energy out by not letting your inner whatever go there, because it wants to go there, and you don't want to go there. All right? Let's look at relationships. For some reason, you just kind of want to sit in your melancholy, and I don't, no, it's not advisable. Is that it? That's it. And that says a lot. Wow. Nine of Wands could be a little defensive. Again, take the walls down. The Moon, there you are. So uncertainty has got you verklempt, I think you can say. Temperance is be patient, everything in due time. Maybe not be this weekend, but it could be next weekend. You know what I'm saying? Cut your cords from the past, speak your truth. That's important. Interesting. So maybe some uncertainties got you a little, well, don't get defensive about it. Don't clam up. You know, that's why you got those big claws, so you can defend yourself. But it's okay, because you got a hard shell and a soft center. I think you got this card this week. Being needy. Make friends and spend time by yourself to take the pressure off your relationship. Maybe that's what it is. You're just being a little too needy. I know, Cancer. You just want to love, love, love. But not everybody's into that all the time. You know what I mean? It kind of can be a turnoff. Isn't that fucked up that we have to say that? Telling you. All right, let's get... So get out there. Have fun. Maybe by yourself. It's all right. Get an equal measure of time. You know what I mean? Like have time with yourself, and you know, maybe you're not seeing your person this weekend. Maybe it's time for you to kind of take care of stuff. Like putting off feeling again. Delayed grief, resistance, and shutdown. Things to do first. Maybe you need an emotional release. They're kind of saying it's time for that. And you don't want to do that in your with your partner in your presence. You know what I mean? Like this is a solo thing you need to do. All right, let's get a closing message because Cancer's just being Cancer. You know, speak up, let it out. And delayed grief. So there may be something here that you need to work on. But all in all, this weekend, be grateful. Be fucking grateful, as a matter of fact. Shit could be so much worse. And you know what? That's the truth. It's the truth. Things could be so much worse. So why focus on, you know what I mean? That's such an important thing for you to understand. You can't go back there. You can only be here and be positive about where you're going. You know what I'm saying, Cancer? All right. Enjoy your weekend. Be grateful. Make some plans. Have fun. And if it's by yourself, well then so be it. take that as a sign that you need some of this time by yourself, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, but you may have a problem with it. So, all right, Cancer, I love you all. Have a great weekend. Let's see who's next, and it's Leo. Welcome, Leo. Fellow kings and queens, welcome. Let's get the vibe for you, okay? Let's get this vibe for you. What is going on with this new moon? It's in your 11th house of people, hopes, dreams, and wishes, and all of that. Look at that. There you are right there, the Leo card. And you know what? You saw this card fall out, and I put it back in the deck. All right, now. Okay. This is interesting. So we have Venus moving into our sign this weekend. And it's a yearly thing, but nonetheless, it gives us an opportunity to, get passionate, get ourselves right. Venus brings a little more light into our life. We could all use that, But the Tower and the Knight of Swords is saying, you need to take action. You need to speak your truth. You need to, again, Gemini new moon, speaking your truth. Speak your hopes and wishes. Maybe things didn't work out the way that you thought. You know what I mean? But it gives you an opportunity here. Could be doing some traveling. Page of Cups is giving you this fresh opportunity and strength. Being you. Okay? Being you. Like for me, this looks like my alternator in my Bronco taking a shit yesterday. and after this reading, I'm hopefully going to go pick it up from the garage. Thank God the warranty took care of it. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, very good. But again, an opportunity here to kind of show your strength, to be you. Let's see. Maybe letting go of taking action from moving away from everything that's going wrong and opening up to the possibilities that could go right. There's also that too. Interesting. All right. Oop. And they just fell out just like that. Yeah, rest and reconsider. Let's not be defensive. Okay? Maybe do that this weekend. Four of Wands, joy and stability. Yeah, this is great. This is great. Don't close yourself off to an opportunity for that either, Like I got a gig Sunday, so I'm kind of looking at it this way, Like right now, the weather's iffy, so I'm kind of like hemming and hawing about, well, I don't know if I should, what do I do? And I'm just like, dude, relax, Let's go. Let's slay, All right, yeah, walk away from things that no longer serve you. We don't need competition, anything like that, drama, none of that. Eight of Wands. Things moving in, things changing. Another 8. In fact, we got 8s on the board. 1, 2, 3. 888. Pay attention to those. It's abundance, achievement, and staying focused. Yeah. What are you going to be staying focused on? Joy and stability or fucking doom and gloom? Especially when it comes to relationships. You don't need to fight for anybody's attention. You don't need that, Leo. You just show your strength, your confidence. You got this. Yeah, really needed to hear that message. To tell you the truth, I really did. I really, really did. All right, those cards, I didn't know which ones wanted to come out, so I'm going to redo this. Yeah, so let's get some oracles from the singles and relationship deck. Okay, we got 3 of these cards, man. I'm telling you. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, that's from the cord. Okay. Being a victim. You feel helpless to change your love life, but you can change whenever you want. Get out of that victim mentality. Let go of that. That's one of the things to let go of. Too soon. You get too serious too soon. Get to know each other before committing fully. Yeah, you know what? That's what happens. Everybody forgets the dance. You know what I mean? And there's a dance. There's definitely a dance. And giving too much. You are depleted because you give too much. You need a balance of give and take. Absolutely. And you don't need to fight. You don't need to give more to outshine anybody. Everybody shines equally. It's all right. Telling you. Especially when it comes to relationships here, you know? All right. Convincing yourself it's fine. Denial. Emotional suppression. Everything's totally fine. Everything's totally fine. That's how I was the other day. Everything's fine. It is though. Everything works out in your favor. It always does. Okay? Just remember that. But don't deny yourself that. Let go of this stuff. It's a great time to do this, you know? All right, Leo, let's get closing message for you from the Rebel deck. Oop, there it is. Shit is going down with your job. Maybe that's what's going on here. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. Again, and this could just be about anything, but what are you going to look at? Things working out or things going bad? You know, the opportunity that's available to you. And don't deny yourself the luxury of being, you know, I've got this. You've got this. And that's what this reading says also, is that you got it. But don't deny yourself that you give way too much, way too soon. Stay focused. This is what this whole thing is. You can focus on everything coming down, or you can focus on everything coming down to build things back up. It's a positive attitude. Pay attention to the 8s, all right? Leo, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Damn, that was a lot. Didn't you think that was a lot? But no competition, no fighting, no none of that. You don't need any of that. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. All right. Pay attention to the 8s. Leo, I love you all. Have a great weekend. Let's see who's next. And it's Virgo. What are we going in? We're going in astrological order. Welcome, Virgo, to your freaking weekend. Let's, you know what? I'm going to adjust this chair right away because it's driving me nuts. There we go. Just a little bit higher. Just a little bit higher. All right, Virgo, welcome. This new moon is happening in your 10th house. Now, what kind of opportunities could we be opening ourselves up to this weekend? What could it be? Venus is moving into Leo. Shoot. You know? 10th house is all about your career, the world out there. All of these are face down except for this, Virgo. And this is saying release the judgment. Set yourself free from it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, the devil is, don't be tempted to judge things, the situation or not. You're strong enough to do this. And the 10 of Wands is releasing your burdens. This is a great time to just let things go. Like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. You're strong enough to do it. You got this. This whole weekend is you got this. Don't be tempted to judge the situation. A lot of people have been getting the judgment card. So let's not be judgy. Again, we got this new moon in Gemini energy. So, you know, Gemini likes to gossip. Gemini likes to stir the pot. I know a lot of Geminis that are like that. But instead, yeah, we got the devil card out twice. So there's a temptation here. You know, you gotta master this. Don't sit in it, but nurture instead. Very good. Very good. Get outside and ground, Virgo. I'm telling you. It's the best thing for you right now. Don't keep yourself trapped in the house either. It's too hot. Get outside. You've been inside all goddamn winter. You know what I mean? All right. No, we don't keep those. Okay. But we do keep these. All right. It is time to release any of this, especially with relationships. Again, what's going on here? You know what I mean? It's taken away your power and you need to get it back with the Emperor, and you got to take action. You got to move out of this energy, whatever this is this weekend. You're getting an opportunity to do it, to change it. Good. And everything works out. Look at the 10s. You got 3 10s on the board. Wheel of Fortune and the 10 of Pentacles. This is good. This is really good. Let's put the 10s on the board. Success, completion, and payoff. That's what you should be focused on. Don't be tempted on judging it. You know what I mean? Everything's going great for you and you're just like, well, it could be a little bit. That could have been a little bit more money. No, stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no way. Let's get some more oracles. Let's see. Just the one? Yep. Fear of touch. You don't trust touch. Take small steps until you feel comfortable with others. Okay. All right. Looks like a lot of touching going on this weekend, though, so I don't know. I mean, 3 10s, what are you doing? I mean, shit. This is very good energy. Maybe you need to work on that. Again, nurture that part of yourself that is terrified to allow yourself to open up. You know what I mean? You got to take action to do it. But this just looks like, you know, a chance to kind of maybe decompress, something of that nature. Even your spirit guide quit. Disillusionment and abandonment. All right, so what are you doing here? You know what I mean? Maybe you got to make it simpler. You're strong enough to do this, whatever it is, okay? And again, the timing works. I don't know. It just seems like you're being really standoffish towards the success that could be yours. I'd open up to it. 3 10s in a fucking reading? Are you kidding me? And 2 devils, which is like, okay, go ahead. What are you going to choose? You know what I mean? You think someone is lying to you. Oh, they are. Oh, hell. Well, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? You got to figure that out. All right, Virgo? That's specifically for some of you, but that is going to do it for your... I almost said midweek reset. Your freaking weekend. And I just realized I don't have the freaking weekend logos up there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's put the freaking weekend logos on there. Jeff, what are you doing? All right, there we go. Very good. All right, Virgo, listen. Don't be judgy. Don't be tempted to really, you know, and the 10s have it. That's in your 10th house. So pay attention to the 10s. Maybe you're seeing 10-10. I'm telling you, there's a message to be received there, and it's stop being so damn judgy. All right? Virgo, I love you all. Have a great weekend. Let's see who's next. And it's Aquarius. Welcome, Aquarius, to your freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. Thank you very much. Let's give this one more shuffle, and there we... Ooh. And just like that. That's the way it comes out. Okay. So, very interesting. And look, they all fell out the way that they need to be laid out. Very successful weekend for you. Trying to balance a lot. Make plans. There's 2 2s here, so bring things into balance. Maybe drop some things that you can't do this weekend and do the things that you can. 3 of Pentacles is working together, maybe reward and recognition, working on something that's very successful. But again, what's got you out of balance here? You know what I mean? Let's find out. It could be finances, you know. But proper planning prevents piss poor performance. That was a thing that was hanging in my garage for the longest time. Blossom. Yes. Release judgment. Okay. Put in the work. Yeah, dedicated effort. So definitely working with other people or just yourself. You know, working on things that bring you pleasure. Definitely do that. Maybe being very artistic. See a lot of artistic things going on here. Maybe you're painting your house. Or, you know, the inside or the outside. Interior, exterior. Okay, let's look at relationships and love. And see. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting out of a mindset, especially when it comes to relationships here. Maybe that's what's got you out of balance. And now it's kind of setting your sights for something higher. Absolutely, with the Lover's card. Very good. Now it just got interesting. I would say a little bit more interesting. But let's get... There it is. What do we have? Being guarded. You are lonely because you're so aloof. Oh, really? Trust others and let them into your heart. Very important for you, Aquarius, with Venus moving into Leo, teaching you to open that heart up. You know what I mean? Age issues. Uh-oh. You feel too old or young to date or have issues with partner's age. Nah. We really got nothing to say about that. That's a you thing, not a them thing. You know what I mean? Too risky. You feel like it's not worth the risk, but opening your heart is a risk worth taking. Again, very important for you to do that. Putting in the work to kind of, you know what, I can learn, I can love, I can trust again. Absolutely. It's important for you to understand that and to embrace it and walking away from those thoughts that keep you from that. You know, this new moon is happening in your 5th house of romance and love and all of that. Oh, we got 2. Scrolling instead of healing, numbness, mindless distraction. Yeah, you should be doing that instead. And really working on yourself. Putting in the work, the dedicated effort. Absolutely. And toxic but familiar. You're sitting in patterns and attachments and you're kind of, there's comfort in the pain because it's familiar. I'd rather do something familiar than risky. And this says take a risk. Put the work in. I'm telling you, it'll pay off for you. All right? Let's get a closing message for you. And see what we have for you, Aquarius. What's the closing message? What is the closing message for you? Fucking apologize. Seriously, just do it. Okay. Stop distracting yourself. Maybe you gotta apologize. Maybe you gotta say the thing, do the thing. Maybe you gotta just do it to yourself. Again, putting in the work pays off for you, definitely. All right, Aquarius, that is gonna do it for your freaking weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Let's put all these cards back where they belong. Age issues. I don't know. You got age issues? You got that thing bothering you? Do you really need it to let it bother you? Set yourself free from that shit. You know what I mean? You could be feeling a little off balance, and that was kind of giving you the cue of, well, this could be it. All right? So Aquarius, thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and let's see who's next. Ooh. And it's low. It's being difficult. Of course, it's Gemini. Welcome, Gemini. Happy new moon. Wow. Everything's coming up, Gemini. Happy birthday if you're celebrating your birthday. Close your eyes, make a wish, and blow out them candles. Okay, Gemini. This is all about you, this new moon. Oh, hell. The 2 of Swords. Oh, hell. Anything else? Nope, that's it. Yeah. You need to be decisive. You need to empower yourself and just focus on victory and success this weekend, and it pays off. So stop being indecisive. Take the charge, say the thing, do the thing. Again, you got to express yourself. Empowering yourself. This is nurturing yourself. It almost seems like you're torn between doing it for somebody else or yourself. It should always be yourself first. It's not. It is not selfish. It is necessary for you to do that. Focusing on victory and success, though, that's important. And I'm feeling engagement for some of you too. Yeah. Maybe there's two of you. I hope there's two, or you're in a poly relationship where you're engaged to 17 different people. I mean, give me a fucking break. No offense, but come on. Why complicate things? It's hard enough with just one person. Why with several? I mean, why would you put yourself in that position? I have no idea. But, you know, whatever floats your boat. All right, so master, yeah. You're too stuck in your head, Gemini. Again, nurture yourself. That's the second time that's come out. So get outside and ground. Enjoy yourself. Yeah, focus on joy and stability. Maybe having a party at home, something like that. Maybe you are hosting a picnic. Everybody loves a picnic. I know I do. I love a good old weenie roast. Okay, so let's get your fucking relationship cards. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm losing my mind. All right, wow, look at this. An end to feeling alone and left out. Don't be tempted. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. The Page of Cups is in, giving you an opportunity. The Empress is out again. Ring-a-ding-ding. And that's 333. With growth, creativity, and divine support. And focus on success. Damn, Gemini. The threes have it. Focus on your growth. And get rid of the things that are stagnating it. You know, like fear, doubt, and worry. Those things you can control. Yeah, it's an end to that for you. You're getting an opportunity here to really take care of yourself. Really put yourself first on the priority list. And it pays off. Okay? Very important. Pay attention. Not being you. You're trying to project a perfect image, but it's not really you. Be yourself. Interesting. And this new moon is giving you an opportunity to really express the true you, Gemini. You know, that mask you wear. Interesting. Let's go ahead and get some more messages. Oh, Jesus, that one flew across the room. Invited but not wanted. Oops, double booked. Exclusion, misfit, emotional distance. What's going on there? Interesting. Keep your priorities straight. Okay. Oh my God. Invited but not wanted. Yeah, again, you're torn because you feel like you're gonna, excluding yourself. I don't know. And dollar signs, baby. Make it rain. So again, work on your growth, possibilities, joy, stability, all of it, and make it rain with some love and money, and you are divinely supported. So get moving, Gemini, and happy birthday. Celebrate yourself, okay? Instead of this. All right, Gemini, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. I hope it was a good one. Go ahead and download the New Moon Guide. That's free for you. That's available now in the description. The link is there. And it could help you get out of this indecision. You know what I mean? So Gemini, thank you so much for watching. Let's see who is next. And it's Aries. Welcome, Aries, to your freaking weekend. Let's get these cards ready for you. Can we get these cards ready for you? Okay. That Empress wanted to come right out. She was like, hey, I need to speak up. And that's exactly what's going on here. Ooh, love this. Oh, I love this. All right, so I'm going to put the Empress first because this is giving you an opportunity to really nurture yourself in many ways, okay? The Queen of Swords, Aries, speaks your truth, cuts all cords to the past, knows exactly what they want, and they tell the universe exactly what they want. They ain't fucking around, okay? The Queen of Pentacles, slow and steady. I got this. You know, I allow this energy to flow to me. I don't chase things. I attract, baby. 10 of Cups. Beautiful energy for this weekend. Putting something together here. That's important. All right. Nurturing energy. Maybe nurturing family. You know, nurturing yourself. Maybe some of you may be expecting. Okay. Right. Let's see. I totally lost my train of thought there. Yeah, communication is important for you right now. So that could be on the bill, is you'll feel really good to communicate. Oh boy, yeah. Look at that. Release. 3 of Swords. We're cutting our cords to this. That's exactly, we're doing the work to release. Absolutely, which opens up to many opportunities here. Fuck yeah, I like that. I don't like to see that 3 of Swords though, so we need to kind of take our power back from this sadness and isolation. You know what I mean? Surround yourself with beautiful, lovely people. You can, Aries. You can. Release that part of yourself that wants to go there. You know what I mean? Okay, let's get relationships and love. And see what we have. Yeah, walking away from what no longer serves us. That takes away our power. I think you're going to be very adamant about that. Putting your time and focus into things that pay off. Good. So we're doing the work. And the Knight of Cups, an opportunity comes in this weekend. Good. Open up to it. Maybe getting an invitation, and then you're kind of wondering whether you should go or not. I say yes, okay? What do we have here? Yeah, anxiety. We don't want that. You are afraid to get close to someone. They are scared too. Give them a chance. All right, so the both of you could be feeling this if this is a relationship dynamic, or maybe you just are and you need to let that go because it makes you focus on the past. And that is so important to let go at this time. Again, nurture yourself. Take your power back. Don't let anxiety, the fear of unknown, get to you. You know what I mean? This one wanted to come out. No. Let's do it. What do we have? With the Skulls deck. Overstimulated in public. Noise, panic, sensory bombardment. Maybe that's just a little too much going on. Again, eliminate those things that cause this anxiety and get out in nature. I'm telling you, it's really important for you to nurture yourself this weekend, above all right? So let's get a closing message for you, love. And see where we're at. Again, release the things that bring anxiety and negativity and all of that, you know, and kind of open up because, yeah, you equals tight ass. Loosen the fuck up. Control freaks don't get laid. Well, there it is. There it is, Aries. So that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. I hope it's a good one. So don't kind of, if you're overstimulated in public, go out in nature, you know. Get yourself right. I see a lot of Aries getting themselves right. And that's good. It's a perfect time to do that. You know, speak your truth. You know, could have some family issues to deal with too. You gotta deal with it. Okay? I know it could be uncomfortable, but fuck. You gotta say it, Aries. All right? So Love you all. Have a great weekend. Let's take you off the board and see who's next. And it's Pisces. Welcome, Pisces, to your freaking weekend. Let's see. What do we have? Keep those? No. Okay. Anything else? Nope. It's all there. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Okay. Very clear. Very clear here, Pisces. The Two of Swords, you may be at a crossroads. You're trying to figure out or decide what to do. The past has got, reminiscing, that kind of thing. Being nostalgic is you're kind of stuck in that, maybe. And we need to get out of it. Even though love is all around you, you're kind of not seeing that. I don't know. Maybe you're triggered by something there, but work on that. The Sun and the Lovers, well, this is just fantastic. That is a great weekend to me. That's a great weekend. Shine as brightly as the sun. There could be a relationship dynamic short-circuiting here. And I think it's because you're refusing to see that maybe there is something that needs to be dealt with. This new moon is happening in your 4th house. So this could be a new opportunity to kind of settle things in, especially when it comes to home. Maybe that's what's going on, is you're reminiscing about that and you're kind of indecisive about what to do. Yeah, confront. So maybe do some shadow work. Maybe have that uncomfortable conversation. Okay. What do I say? Well, go within. That's the big thing. Go within and you won't go without. Okay. So follow your intuition on that. Reach out. You don't have to do this alone. So, talk to the people that matter most. And joy and stability. Yeah. Number 4, your 4th house. That's what you focus on. Joy and stability. And I see it happening here, but again, we need to confront things. That's all. It could be relationship issues, but we got this. Relationships can't always be rainbows and puppy dog tails. It can't be. You wouldn't appreciate your relationship if it was like that. You know what I mean? So sometimes you got to go through the shit in order to see the sun. You know what I mean? So just be aware of that. Wow, you're not letting me fucking shuffle these. Let's get relationships, because like I said, we were segueing into that. Do I keep these? No. Okay. Wow. All right. Yeah. Trust your intuition. Trust your very intuitive insight. Okay. You're creating the reality you want. So make a change. Great change happening this week, especially with home dynamics of some sort. Let's get some more oracles and see what we have. I feel like there's one more in there. There it is. I knew that was coming out. I just knew it. Okay. Being guarded. A lot of people getting this card this week. You were lonely because you're so aloof. Trust others and let them into your heart. That's a big one. That's a big one. Let your guard down. Again, that's got you blinded. Feet on the ground, mixed signals. Okay, that's another thing that's got you blindfolded. You don't let others know you're interested. Flirt and be approachable. Okay, so there's that. But also, it's saying don't give mixed signals. Reach out. Be specific. You know what I mean? Communication is key. This is a Gemini new moon. It's gonna have things centered around communication. Okay, so be aware of that. All right. Let's get some more oracles and see what we have. And we've got enlightened for 4 hours, spiritual high, and reality check. Okay, yeah. So it's just not something that we can just do. Oh, I'm good. We do maybe a couple deep breaths and we're good. That says put in the work. You know what I mean? And trusting your intuition is very big in this reading for you right now. All right, let's get a closing message for you. Ooh, there it is. Closing message is that project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Can make a big, big move. Maybe you're really moving. Thinking about it. You know what I mean? This could be the weekend to kind of open up to that opportunity. It's there. All right, Pisces. That's a lot. That's a lot, but that is your freaking weekend. Don't forget to check out the live that we did Thursday for the new moon. More info for you, more insight, of course, because that's what we're all about. So let's go ahead and, again, shine as brightly as the sun this weekend. Get out and get some sun. Soak it up. Okay? All right, so let's take you off the board, Pisces. I think we have one left, right? Yep, there's only one left. And who is it? Wow, Scorpio. I was wondering who we left out. Well, welcome, Scorpio. We saved the best for last. All right, so this new moon is happening in your 8th house, so we could really be taking some steps to heal. I see a lot of you Scorpios actually taking the first steps to becoming a healer of some sort. Leveling up in your healing practice if you already have one, something of that nature. But all in all, Scorpios, it's time to heal. So without further ado, let's do this. Okay. Wow. Let's see. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you this right now. Scorpio, don't turn your back on an opportunity because something could really pan out for you. All right, but there's a couple things we need to be aware of. All right. First of all, the 2 of Pentacles has got you all freaking worried about something. It could be money, it could be something of that nature, but it's got you off balance, and you really need to say enough is enough this weekend. Don't turn your back on an opportunity to say, I'm not spinning all these plates, or I'm letting this go because I can no longer handle it. I can no longer juggle this energy. I can't do it. And that's okay. All right. The 5 of Swords is saying enough. Stop spinning all the plates. Don't turn your back on an opportunity here. And the Page of Cups shows an opportunity. 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. That's all you need to focus on. Really. And it could be some emotional issues because we have 3 cups here, 3 of the same suit. So be aware of that. Maybe that's what's got you out of balance. Is it worth fighting for? Is it worth you being resentful for? That's a bigger one. That should hit. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some oracles. Yeah. Absolutely. The 5 of Swords, again, which is win or lose. What's it going to be? What's it going to be, boy? Huh? What's it going to be? And 2 of Wands, spread your wings again, opening yourself up to better horizons. We're coming out of this unstable, unbalanced energy into the 2 of Wands, which is balanced. I'm ready. Let's go. So I hope you're on that bandwagon of, yeah, I'm ready to release this. Good. It's healing. And it pays off. It's very good. Let's look at relationships and love. 4 of Pentacles is saying you're holding back. So again, a conversation must be had. Yeah, set yourself free. Holy shit. Set yourself free and release your burdens. Yeah, this is definitely about a relationship issue. You guys need to have a conversation. As uncomfortable as it may be, too fucking bad. It will do you good. Where did that card go? My cards started to slide off that deck. Oh. Okay, let's see. Is that it? That's it. Body shame. You feel unattractive to others. Work on accepting yourself, flaws and all, because that person will also. They will accept, again, judgment. Again, what's going on here? So maybe there's that issue also that's got you kind of, just feeling low. Again, out of balance. Let me grab a card that flew out. There it is. Okay, any more that I didn't see? Some of these decks, these new decks I got are so new that they're just slipping right off the deck by themselves. So let's get, faking confidence again. Insecurity, pretense, and self-doubt. That goes along with this. That's what you need to release this weekend. Very good. Very good. We need to let that go. Let it go. Don't panic. Work on you can't fake confidence. It's going to catch up with you. You have to be it. Okay? Again, releasing that worry and all of that. Jesus. All right, so let's see. Let's get a closing message for you. So focus on everything's working out for me. You know, I'm not going to have this false vibrato. I'm going to not hold back. I'm going to speak my piece, and it's going to be successful for me. And I am not worried about anybody judging me or accepting me. I accept myself. Boy, they really want me to work on this last card for you because I still have the message to give you, you know? Okay. Instead, believe what you see, Scorpio. Believe what you see. Face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely. There it is. There it is, Scorpio. Release your burdens of living in la la land. Thinking that you're confident when you're really not, when you're really too worried about people judging you and all of that, and I'm not adequate enough for love, and you know, oh my God, it's got you out of balance, and you've got an opportunity to really open up and embrace your world. So Scorpio, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend, and it's going to be it for this episode of the Freakin' Weekend. And thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please have a great and safe weekend. Open up to this new moon. Download the new moon guide. It's available to you. Link is in the description. If you would like a personal reading with me, that's also in the description. Everything you need and want is in that description, so check it out, all right? Everybody have a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.